Good morning, boys and girls. I'm here with you with the last chapter of Junie B. Jones' Smells Something Fishy. So we are on chapter 9. And where we ended yesterday was Junie B. Jones was looking for orange juice with her grandpa in the refrigerator and the freezer. And she found something in her freezer that she could take for pet day. Now, we don't know what it is yet, so we'll have to read to find out. You ready? Okay, let's read. Chapter 9, My Proudest Honor. Pet day in room 9 was very exciting. There were cages with furry animals and bowls with fish, plus also there was a snake and a hermit crab and a rooster. That rooster is mine, said the meanie Jim, that I don't like. He will peck your head off if I tell him to. He will peck it right into a little nub. I made a sick face, because a nub does not sound pleasant. Just then Lucille skipped over to me. Look, Junie B, look at my darling riding outfit. See my darling riding hat and my darling riding pants. And look, Junie B, here's a picture of my darling pony. And look at my darling riding boots. They are genuine rawhide cowhide. I smiled, very admiring. You are a beaut, Lucille, I said. Grace pulled on my arm. Junie B, come see Slicky. He's my goldfish, remember? I bought him a brand new bowl. Come on, come and see it. Just then my teacher clapped her hands real loud together. Boys and girls, everyone needs to sit down right now. What an exciting day we're going to have in room 9. We hurried up and sat. Mrs. pointed to the pet table in the back of the room. Who would like to go first, she asked. Who would like to introduce us to their pet? Me, I shouted. Then I sprang up and down in my seat. Me. But Mrs. said, sit down to me, and she called on Crybaby William, because that guy never springs up, that's why. William went to the pet table. He pointed to his bullfrog named Wendell. I just got him on Saturday, said William, very shy. Mrs. smiled. Well, he certainly is a handsome bullfrog, she said. Would you like to take Wendell out of his tank for us, William? Would you like to show the children how to hold a bullfrog? Then William's face got whitish and sickish, and he started sweating a lot. That's how come Mrs. had to put a wet towel on his head, and she said he didn't have to hold Wendell. Charlotte went next. She showed us her bunny named Slippers. She carried him all around the room, and she let us pet his head. Slippers smelled like stinky feet. After Charlotte came Polly Allen Puffer. He showed us his parrot named Pirate Pete. Only too bad for Pirate Pete, because he kept on saying a bad word, and he wouldn't even stop, and so Mrs. had to send Pirate Pete to the office. Here's a nice picture of all the animals that are in Junie B's classroom right now, and you can see all the different types of animals her friends brought in. After that, lots of children showed pictures of their dogs and cats, plus Jamal Hall showed us his lizard named Gizzard, and a boy named Ham showed us his hamster named Elvis. Finally, I raised my hand real calm. It's nice to see you being so polite, Junie B. Would you like to go next, Mrs. asked. Did you bring a picture of your dog? I shook my head. No, I said, because I didn't want to bring in a picture, remember? I wanted to bring in the real, actual pet. Only too bad for me, because Mother said no raccoon, and then my Grandma Helen Miller stole Sparkle. Plus, also, I lost Noodle, and then we couldn't find the orange juice, and so that's how come my grandpa moved the frozen vegetables, and boom! I saw a pet in there, so I put him in my backpack, and here he is now. After that, I quick unzippered my zipper pocket, and I held up my pet for everyone to see. Fish Stick, I said, real delighted. I named him Fish Stick, because he's a fish stick, of course. Room 9 stared and stared. Then all of a sudden, everyone laughed at once. You goony bird, yelled that meanie Jim. Fish sticks aren't pets. Fish sticks are dinner. I felt very shrinking inside. But fish sticks have to be pets, right, Mrs.? I asked, because fish sticks are fish, aren't they? And fish are pets, right? Mrs. was hiding behind her pans, and she peeked at me through her fingers. Sure. Of course fish are pets, she said. I felt a teeny bit better. So then fish sticks can be pets too, right? I said. Mrs. hided a little while longer. Then finally she took a big breath and she got up from her desk. Well, let's see. Maybe we should see what the dictionary has to say about this. After that, she took out her dictionary and she looked up the word pet. She read us what it said. Pet, she said, any tamed animal that is kept as a companion. Okay, she said. Now that we have the definition, let's see if fish stick fits the bill. Before I keep reading, here's a picture of Junie B with Mrs. Junie B. I think this is Meanie Jim. And you can see in her hand, I'll go really close, is her fish stick. She looked at me. Junie B, is fish stick tame or is it wild? Tame, I said. Fish Stick is very, very tame. He won't even peck your head into a nub. Okay, good, said Mrs. And would you say that Fish Stick is a good companion, Junie B? Can you take him lots of places, and does he behave himself pretty well? Yes, I said. Fish Stick can even go more places than my dog, probably, because I can put Fish Stick right in my backpack, and he doesn't even say a peep. Mrs. smiled real happy. Then she walked to my table, and she shook my head. Well then, congratulations, she said. According to the dictionary, Fish Stick is definitely a pet. After that, she took Fish Stick out of my hand and she carried him to the pet table. And guess what? She put him right next to Slicky. Grace! Hey, Grace, now our fishes can be friends just like us, I said, real delighted. Just then, I heard a croaking noise. It came from Wendell the bullfrog, I think. Then Wendell croaked even louder, and that made Slicky the goldfish jump in his water. And then that made the rooster cock-a-doodle-doo. And that made Slippers thump his loud foot. And then his cage door accidentally came open, and he hopped right off the table. Oh no, yelled Room 9. Oh no, oh no. And then all of us chased Slippers around all over the place, and he hopped until Mrs. caught him in the trash can. It was the most excitingest adventure Room 9 had ever had. And that's not even the bestest part of Pet Day, because at the end of school, Mrs. gave out special ribbons to all the pets. And the rooster got the screechiest, and Pirate Pete got the talkiest, Slicky got the bubbliest, and Slippers got the most rascally rabbit, and Fish Stick got the most well-behaved ribbon. I did a gasp. Then I shaked and shaked Mrs. hand. Thank you, Mrs. Thank you, because this is the proudest honor I ever imagined. Mrs. laughed. She gave me and Fish Stick. She said me and Fish Stick made her day. Then she gave me a hug, and that is called a perfect ending. And here's the last picture of our book. Junie B with Fish Stick and her ribbon. Okay, that is the end to Junie B Smells Something Fishy. I'd enjoyed it, did you? It was a long chapter. Now what I would like you to do is at home, draw a picture of the pet you wish you could bring to Pet Day if I had a pet day. Draw a picture, make sure to do your best coloring, put your name on it, and then take a picture and send it to me on Seesaw. I would love to see what pets you would like to bring to Pet Day. Okay? I'll see you soon. Bye.